As you said, the office of the citizen is the most important office probably, and that is why you're upset, because the average person is suffering. And when we have a lot of money being spent on things, or allegedly being spent on fragrances or furniture or refurbishment of a place of worship, we also have to ask ourselves about the lack of infrastructure or proper infrastructure that we have in Lagos. As an opposition leader, what would you do? Looking ahead, we are often told that the government is broke, the state does not have a lot of money, and yet we are seeing money that is going through things that might not necessarily be proper. So if you were in the position, and also in the position you are now, what would you do to improve the infrastructure in Lagos?
Okay, so first of all, we're talking about financial propriety and empathy. And for me, there is no governor right now that should be talking about spending money on cars that are imported and not made in Nigeria. Because first, you want to also build your human capacity in the state. So we should be looking, every naira that goes out of the public purse should be directed towards generating employment, generating productivity, because then on the long run, you have more payee accounts that are going to be paying taxes back to the government. So that must be a direct strategy. Secondly, in terms of infrastructure, which I've always said from campaign time, to avoid this overpadding, we must benchmark our infrastructure per kilometer, per mile to World Bank benchmarks, right? So you're not getting a situation where you're paying ×3 for one bridge and people are clapping because they've been so disenfranchised for so long, but they could have had 3 bridges, right? And also to open up our governance so that we have more transparent public trust, so that the private sector can also get involved in public infrastructure, right? It's very transparent. It's not about who you know or who you are connected to or the equity that the government wants to take in your company. It's about delivering service to people in record amount of time, right? So those are things that will bring in openness and transparency and to gain the public trust, so that infrastructure development is not just in the purview of the government. And it's very open and transparent, and people know that when we put this in, this is what we're getting out, right? So that is the direction to go. But more than anything is to show that the funds that you already have, you are managing it very properly, you're managing it in a way that benefits maximum amount of Lagosians.